Hello, hello. Good evening to you all. Welcome to another episode of the Backyard Barbecue Podcast. I'm your host, Eric Cool Breeze, and we got your co-host back in the building today after doing her little mommy duties last week with the track
That never
shit.
stops.
So we're in a different environment this week, because of the rain out in the south suburbs of Chicago. So we decided to do something a little new, which was bring our guest on via video chat. So today we have with us our guest, Nikki. Let me,
Hey.
sir, there she is. So, as usual, we're going to give her the opportunity to introduce herself and what it is that she does specialize in, doesn't specialize in, um, all that great shit. So, go ahead.
So, hey, I am Nikki, um, Nidra Crosby. And let's see, I am first an insurance agent. I've been a licensed insurance agent um, in the state of Illinois for 17 years now. And I am one of the co-owners of the Insurance Exchange. We are located in South Holland, Illinois, the place for all your insurance needs. Just throwing that little commercial out there. Auto, home, life, health, commercial, business, everything. We do it. Um, I am also Nikki, the Vibe Facilitator. I
Yeah,
have
tell them
another
about that shit.
company.
They know
Yes,
about the insurance
yes.
shit.
Yeah.
They want to hear about the
Oh,
real shit.
oh. Well, okay,
Your
okay.
real
Yeah.
job.
My real other job. Yeah. So the
Yes.
other one is Nick's Lit Kit, and I bring the party in the bag. I am the vibe facilitator. I am a distributor of products that bring all the fun. Let's just say that. Um, I have an Instagram page that you can go follow at Nick's Lit Kit. That's NikkSlitkit. I do events, pop ups and stuff, but I prefer like private parties where I'll pull up, I'll bring my little table, we get your guests nice and lit, and we set the vibe for you. Um, it's a good time. So that's that. Again, you can, if you want that business, you can reach me at 708-250-3057. Every week we have specials, Wake and Bake Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday. We have weekend sales. If you text me, I will send you the menu. But you must say that you know me through the Backyard Barbecue Podcast, and
Right,
you'll
Get
right,
get a
it?
right.
discount.
Special discount,
That's
special
right.
discount.
You get a
Absolutely.
special discount because this is an absolutely if you know venture. And if you do know them, then you are all good with me. But you should say so because I will act like I don't know you and I don't know what you're talking about too.
Okay, so scoot back a little bit so they can see your whole face. So
That's
now
right.
they know
So okay.
who and how to, when they see you.
Oh, I should have put on my shirt, but it's all good. We're
Yes, you
here.
got shirts and shit,
So
but
yes, yeah. So that's it. Nick Slick Kid, the insurance exchange. That phone number is 708-597-8731. Our website is www.insx, C is in cat, H is in Harry, G is in George.com.
I wish you would
Okay.
have gave me all
So
that info before we got started. I'd have put it up on the screen for y'all, but
it's all good.
uh,
They'll
you can
find me if
always
they looking for me.
rewind it. And she's also on Facebook. Um, and if you
And
got
Yes.
y'all can call Candace or Eric and get my info.
Yes,
They got it.
absolutely.
that's
Absolutely.
correct.
All my
That's
numbers, all of the numbers.
correct. Yeah, because she got a million of them. So
Yeah.
The topic for today, I know you all seen the title, the crab in the bucket theory. Um,
Mm.
you know, it's crazy out here among Black people when it comes to how we interact with each other and what we're willing to do for one another based on the needs of what we can get out of it or what we're not going to get out of it. Um,
Mm.
for example, I'm willing to help you with the lit experience if blah blah blah. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I got a connection that can help you make some money. I can't even use
But
the connection because I'm not in that business, but I'll give it to you if you agree to give me, my
mm,
samples for free from now on,
yeah,
or I don't want to give it to you because I know that this person got good rates and I know that they can probably put you in a better position, what I'm saying, than what you
mm-hmm.
are right now. But that better position, see, you and I, we might be at the same point right now. But
Yeah,
if I put you in position, then that means that you might be excel beyond where we're at currently. So is
yeah,
it that I'm afraid of the growth on your part, jealous of the growth, hating on the growth, or I just don't really like you as a person like that? We got to examine all those aspects today, especially the latter one, because at times we don't be realizing that some people are only our friends for specific reasons.
mm, Jesus,
And
yeah,
once those things have ran out, then they no longer need us.
Right.
So the last aspect of this combo that I'm going to throw in there is knowing when, because I'm going to give a disclaimer every time. I give this disclaimer, y'all, every week because we always have a different guest on. So I don't know who might be watching this. Um, this is an organic podcast. I cuss a lot.
good, because
Um,
I curse too
and
a lot.
this is not if you got a kid watching this shit. Hey, turn this shit off until you get to
Yeah,
your
especially if I'm
destination.
Auntie Nikki to them,
Yeah.
they don't need to
Um,
hear this.
and with that in mind, we are also on iHeart, Pandora, Spotify, Google Podcasts. You can listen to it on your way to work. Um,
Oh shit,
yeah.
That's right.
So,
it's
but
up.
It's up.
right, but if your kid in the car, turn this motherfucker shit off. Turn it the fuck off now. That's the disclaimer. You
Because
you
we gonna
already
say
hear
fuck,
me
fuck, fuck,
cussing.
fuck, fuck, fuck.
Oh shit, she got what you got over there, baby. She got that little peace crown and shit.
I
Okay.
mean,
That's what. That's. Listen.
it's
Yeah,
a
That's
candid
what.
we with that.
conversation.
That's what
We
we
with
on
that.
right
It,
now.
it, it
Okay.
ain't no
Salute,
podcast
Cheers.
P.
without that.
Cheers.
Sis.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so with that in mind, there's also some views on this show that are particular, but you should be able to share your views with people without it being a problem with, I don't want to be doing business with her no more because she said this, that, and the other. Like,
Hey,
um,
at this point though, what can you do? If that's what their mind is, let it be.
yeah, but we as a culture of people, we need to get out of that mindset. We need to be able to still express different views, and I don't have to agree with everything that you agree with. I might not agree with the way that you live your life or how you raise your kids, but that shouldn't affect our friendship, how I do business with you, or anything else. It's just a difference in opinion. So
Mm-hmm.
that's one thing that we promote on here is, hey, if you don't like what the fuck somebody said, then it's just you didn't like what the fuck they said.
Right.
Go ahead and still buy whatever you was buying from them. Go ahead and still kick it with them how you was kicking it with them. Ain't shit changed. We all different, so we got differences of opinions. So that's just for the new people, that's out there. I don't get that disclosure out every motherfucking week until everybody know what's going on.
Right.
So back to I warned you about that motherfucking shit.
Where? I gotta put the phone back. Sorry.
Um,
I don't
so,
have a team
Yeah.
uh-huh.
yet. Yet.
Um,
Yeah.
so back to the original topic, which is why do people feel like they need to do that, and what is the effects of it, why do people feel like they can't help you until they're at a certain point, you know?
Mm.
Again, they
Mm.
okay with helping you as long as they've already
Mhm.
made it. They okay with helping you from A to B because they've already been to B. But if you're talking
Yeah.
about going to D, I've only been to C. I'm not about to help you get to D and you pass me up.
That's deep and real.
You
I've
want
seen it.
you want to piggyback off of that, Nikki, first? The question.
So the question is, why do I think they do that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a lot of different reasons. One, I think, is that they're just not securing themselves, right?
Mhm.
Because ultimately, when you're secure in what God got for you and where you are, oh, who you are, where you're going, the space you in, then you right where you supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nothing that you could do for me or not for me gonna change that,
Right.
right? That's one. And so if you believe that, then your arms open, your hands open. You know what I'm saying? You're open to doing whatever it takes for somebody else because you also understand that that's the way the world that's the way God set it up. You reap what you sow. So you
Mhm.
want somebody to openly help you and just walk into your world with a blessing that was just meant for them, but they caught it or something, then that's what you got to do. And it may not come back from that person who you helping, but that's what you believe in the world. And so when you're not secure and when you don't really know yourself, then that's when you get caught up, I think, in that mentality. I think that's the first. That's one of the first reasons. I just, um, and then I would say another is, yeah, jealousy,
Oh,
ha-
absolutely.
hate, envy. You
Mhm.
know, um, it's the wicked. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like,
They say that they claim money is the root of all evil, but it's really jealousy.
or the love of it. Yo, it's your issue with the money you
Mhm.
got. You ain't got it, so you hating
Yeah.
and you jealous of what you perceive that I have, or what you perceive that, like, you don't know my story. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You don't know what I've been through to get to whatever level you think I'm at.
Mhm.
You have no clue. So yeah. And maybe you do know, and maybe that's what you're jealous of
Mhm.
Yeah.
too.
So what's your what's your
Right?
what's your take on this, house boss?
I feel just from my experience, I've been I would say blessed enough to be able to mentor a lot of different people in the field that I'm in. And I've never held any information back. I've never held any skill set back. Anything that I knew, I gave. And I've learned that if you do give and you keep giving and things like that, sometimes they can't even handle the amount of information that you can give to them anyway.
The
Because
love.
everybody is not going to have that hustle that you have to get to that certain point. You can have it written right there in black and white for them. You can give them the whole step by step process to get to where you are or even beyond where you are. But that doesn't mean they're ever going to reach there. That doesn't mean it's not going to take them even longer than you, because everybody is not built the same. So I have nothing to gain by holding anybody back from information because it's what they do with the information. And from what my knowledge is, those that want it easy anyway are those that's not going to be prosperous in that particular field or that position and things like that because they do want it easy. So it's different levels of help. You know what I'm saying? We can either just give information or we can actually help where we can train this person and show this person the step by step process. Only the strongest survive anyway. So I feel that those that are trying to hold back information and things like that, just give it to the person. See what they do with it. Because more than likely, 10 out of 10, they're not going to do anything with it. Just from my experience.
Hey, that's true though.
What a way to see this whole.
They nosy and they lazy and they just want to know. And
but that's another level of thinking, Karen. We ain't talking about you trying to get them to ease up off of their bullshit though, because the truth of the matter is that ain't the problem. The problem is they hating, I believe, on the one who they do think can do it. That's what I think we talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people like to pretend to be good people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, oh y'all. I think they like to pretend to be good people. I think they like to, love to, act like they would help anybody. Oh, I know I should not take this call. I know I should. I'm not. Hey, I'm about to text you my niece number, and she's gonna call you right back. I'm on like a podcast right now.
It's the body.
Can you hear me? Are you back? Are you in the suburbs? Okay. Sorry.
She working.
Yeah, got her shit. No, she working for us right now.
I know it. And on my pay. God damn it. Nidra Crosby is how you make the checkout.
Follow me on Cash App at Nikki.
They shut down all my Cash App.
That might make you pass me. We ain't.
Right. And so I think that's it. So I think that people are kind of they want you maybe to take them along too. So it's like you said, it's that whole oh, I help you. Either A, I gotta feel like I'm getting a discount to do it. I gotta feel like you either a discount or some type of referral fee. It's never just here you go. Here, or just whatever. It's like or from their side, it's like oh, I'm gonna help you because I feel like I should, because you my sister, or you're my friend, or you're my whatever. So I feel like in my mind, I'm like, why don't I help her? Why ain't I trying to put her on?
Right.
Why ain't I sharing her shit? Why ain't I, you know what I'm saying, sending out her menu or referring her a customer? Like, why? I must be a hater because I know who I am. Right. I know I gotta be a hater because I'm not doing it. Absolutely. But at the same time, I don't want her to be past me, or I don't want her to do this without me, or something. You know what I'm saying? Right. And it's like, because I tell you, I done shouted out. I know what I've been doing the last whatever. Any friend of mine that own a business, you know what I'm saying? I know my support that I have given over the years, real loud. You know what I'm saying? Really loud. And so, but I don't regret it. I don't feel no type of way about it. I understand that everybody may have different personalities, or whatever. I understand that everybody don't do what I do. I mean, clearly, everybody might need insurance, but everybody may not want to smoke weed. You know what I mean? And that's okay. That's your thing.
That's true.
But at the, and so I can't I'm not tripping on you if it's not your thing in that way, or you're not supporting me every week, or um but at the same time, still just very clear of support. You know what I'm saying? And who I am, and it's okay. And so I've even come to the conclusion with some people, like, it don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? Whether you support me or not, because I'm gonna still be who I am
Yeah,
to you.
absolutely.
Mhm.
Because
You know?
everything is in divine order anyway. What's meant for you is gonna be for you. You know,
Yeah.
they are not your person of approval, like whether you're gonna make it or not. And that's for anybody.
Absolutely.
Nobody's
Yeah.
your. If you really want something and you try to get some information from somebody that you know, and they won't give it to you, that doesn't mean that that's the end for you. That just means you got to grind a little harder, do a little bit more research and things like that. But right then and there where it is. You know where the hate is.
Yeah.
You know who that person is. That you see them now. I see you. I see you for
Absolutely.
what you are.
Absolutely. But that, like,
So
goes to what you said about the strongest surviving, because I think that it's not just the strong, it's the mentality of the strong. It's that mindset.
right.
It's certain people cut from certain cloths that eventually we all find each other anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And we grow and support, because I'm sure, and like, I'm sure your whole business ain't full of your friends, just like mine ain't. You know what I'm
Right.
trying to say? So
Right.
it's like, it has to be some other people who just good,
Absolutely.
who like,
I
man, that's
and
my girl. She do
I
insurance.
say
Man,
it
that's my
all the
girl. She
time.
got weed.
I got on one hand I can count friends that come to me, and I got on one hand I can count that family come to me. To support my business. Most of
Mm-hmm.
my business has come from strangers.
Yeah,
And I'm okay with that.
absolutely.
Because I'm not
Because you know
trying to
why?
give out no discounts and no deals anyway, because that
Live
doesn't
that
help
whole
me.
life.
That doesn't help me.
So that
And
brings us to another topic in the same arena. So, with all of that being said, that means that there's an important aspect that needs to be realized, which is knowing your place in people's lives
mm,
and being okay with it.
Mm.
So, you open your refrigerator up. If I put the camera on the refrigerator right now, we got a bunch of condiments on the side of the refrigerator. You got some ranch dressing, some barbecue dressing, mustard, mayonnaise, ketchup. But when we eat, we don't use all that shit all the time. Sometimes that ranch dressing might stay in the refrigerator for months before it get used again. Ketchup and mustard might get used a little bit more often because, hey, eating hamburgers, hot dogs. The kids might use the mayo for their sandwiches, but it's up to you whether you're gonna get, because you don't use ranch dressing that much, whether you're gonna get some packets or you're gonna get a big bottle. Now, does it make sense to get a big bottle if you're not gonna use it that often? Maybe you need to get some packets, or you may need to get a smaller bottle. In turn, people are kind of like the same. Like, we get so hung up on people not doing for us as we would for them, but they really just small ketchup packets. See, we tried to put more ketchup in the packet than what could really go in there. So when you give more of yourself and it's not reciprocated, then you get mad. But you have to realize that that wasn't that person's place in your life.
Mm-hmm.
So again, that brings us to what you use people for. Everybody here is using somebody for something. Let's just be clear with that. There are no just pure, genuine friendships out here. Not with something. I don't care, because even if the friendship is built on the fact that you need a friend, you need a listener. You need somebody just to listen to you when you down and out. That's what you need them for. That's what you're using that person for. So if I mean, because I have people that just call me, I don't talk to them about nothing else but their problems. I already realized that that's my place in their life, and I'm okay with that. They okay with using me for that. They don't call me to go out and kick it. They don't call me, to come over, for the holidays. None of that shit. So I think that we, as in our culture, we need to recognize more of who people really are. That keep people from getting all mad and uh, I'm not about to fuck with them no more. Why? You already knew what they was there for. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
You probably didn't know. Like, I am definitely a person of guilt when it comes to that. Like, I am the person that feel like if I give so much that, yeah, you should,
It's supposed to be returned.
yeah, but I can't, like Eric said, as I got older, I realized I can't expect that from people. I got to know that some people are seasonal in my life. You know what I'm saying? And I got to get what I can from that person at that particular time while they're getting from me too. So I have been able to, as I get older, learn to, I want to say, detach a little.
The phone is high. Y'all saw how slow it went down. It was like,
But yeah,
And
I had to learn how to detach from people. I had to learn how to give people what they give me, and to get what I can out of a person as much as they're getting out of me. And not to be in so much expectation of people. Because people will disappoint you. People will hurt you. People will, they are
yeah,
unpredictable. They are
yeah,
unpredictable. And so I've learned over the years not to be so consumed with the emotional part of when it comes to people, you know.
yeah, yeah. So I'll say too. I think I might be in a little bit in the middle of y'all because I agree. I am definitely the person who has been like, oh, I didn't know y'all ain't fuck with me like that. I just keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Now I learned it. You fucking 40 with me, got it. I
Yes.
got 40 for you too, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like that because I just believe, like I used to always say, I go to work for the Lord. I go to work for the Lord. It ain't my job to pay me. You know what I'm saying? My help comes from the Lord, and so I've always been like a light or trying to, just do what I can that I believe is somewhat, good for a person of righteous. So if that is the listening ear or whatever, that's what it is. But I don't be having expectations of others,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so it's not until I like be like, well, I am carrying a whole lot. I got a lot going on. And then I see somebody else maybe help me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, damn, you helped me like that? Like, I'm like, wow, you're like me to me. You know what I'm saying? So like tears want to fall. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't look at people like that. So now I think that because I have been getting that kind of help or seeing it, like don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I don't have some friends that have been
Right.
there for me solid. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But when
Right.
it's like now it's like not just because they might have been there for me solid down. And so it might be a little different because when you see it like, oh, you there for me solid when I'm up too. You know what I'm saying? Like now it's like you not like these others, you know,
Right.
who who may have been there for me when I was down because they, you know, should have been, something like that. But it's like, oh, you stand out because you just really my friend. But
Mm-hmm.
that's the friends, right? Then it's the strangers. It's like you don't even know me and you just out here helping a nigga. Like,
Yeah.
damn. Like it's so big and amazing. And it's sad because once again, you would think that this is, like you said, this is what I've been doing for people. Why wouldn't this been happen to me anyway? But it wasn't happening, and I don't. And so I guess that's what I let go of saying in that season I'm supposed to get something from them too, because I don't I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that's what I was there. I was there for them to get something from me.
Mm.
Maybe it wasn't for me to get nothing from them. You know what I'm trying to say?
Right.
Because it
Right.
wasn't. I wasn't doing it for. I wasn't seeking you out, or you know, like you for whatever reason found something in this relationship, and if I don't get, I start looking at it like that. Like even if I want something in general, and that's not a person that can do it,
Mm-hmm.
it is what it is. I guess you ain't that. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? That
I'm
don't
glad
change what
you.
I'm supposed to be.
I'm glad you touched on that point of what you were doing for them, because I believe that that's kind of what people need to get in the mentality of, is not so much of, what I'm going to get back out of this person, but I'm just going to do for this person, no matter what, because I want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed
Mm-hmm.
to what we're going to get. Now, the realistic part is what you're going to get back. And, I kind of want to go back to that, because all too often you hear conversations about whether it's in relationships, sexual relationships, or friendships, where people say, I did all of this for them. I did, The problem with that conversation is that if you're complaining about it, then that means that you didn't do it with pure intentions. So imagine you getting let go from your job, right? I've never heard a job say, and we paid him all that money every week. And then he went and did blah, blah, blah. They
I'm like
owed you
we
that.
said.
They owed you that. You came to work. They love.
We said that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But
Listen, maybe in the entrepreneurial small
yeah, in the
business world we
entrepreneur
say that
world, but in
shit.
corporate
We be like,
America, you
this
don't hear
nigga,
that.
we gave you all these chicken feet.
Yes, I definitely have. Like, I had to scale back on some shit because, they. Okay.
Cause
I
it's
want to
an
touch base.
investment.
You know what? Sometimes it's not even about the fact that if you will put a person on, where's the point when we give credit to a person that have put us on to a certain point? Some acknowledgement, some
I love
appreciation.
Candace.
You know,
Candace be like, nigga,
I
give
think
me
if
my
people were more
motherfucking props.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think if people was more appreciated, then they wouldn't be more so into holding back information for those that's trying to get to a certain level. It's like you help Bob, Sally, and Sue, and they didn't tell nobody. They didn't even give you no thank you. They didn't say anything, no acknowledgement. But then here come little Tim wanting to get on like Bob, Billy, and Sue, and you like shit. I helped them, and I didn't even get no kind of acknowledgement, no thank you, or nothing. So I'm tired of helping people. People will get to that point too.
Bring that shit out. Let me get a little more
Say
closer to
you.
this shit, because I already
Let's
know what
just
you're
say
talking
you, nigga. I know. Like, listen,
about.
she talking about some people. Nah, nigga,
Right.
you.
That's why I said let me get a little more closer to this shit. She
Right,
bullshit.
right. Like no, like people need to start like it. If somebody put you on and gave you your skill set, gave you your information, and you now you feel like you on top of things, and you ain't gave that person no credit. That's a
Yeah.
problem for me. That is a
No, and you
problem
know
for me.
what? So I hear you. And I say similarly. My problem with people is like, no. This touches me closely. Here's the deal. I feel like we all got our skills, right? So in my situation, my skill is selling shit. I've
Yes,
been doing this all my life.
yes.
That is one thing why I help so many people's businesses,
What
because
all
I
have
never
you
really have
sold?
in
Never
my
mind.
life. Well, I ain't selling no peace. I probably should have though. Shit. Anyway, that's another story. So,
Right. We're not on that today.
I digress. So anyway, so I do that well, and so I feel like what it is like I have learned that if you operate in your strengths and your skills, like your gift will make room for you. You know what I'm saying? And so like I just want to me it's all about respect. I think that's what you're saying too. Give me the respect that I'm due for helping you do what you do. And
Right.
that's how I
Because
feel
I made it
too.
look so
Mine might not
good.
be
And I made it look so easy. So,
yeah.
you wanted to do this because of me.
Yeah. Or
now on
I
the
made it so fucking easy for you to get money too.
yeah. Now
Right?
let's hit
I'm
that.
doing what I do to help you get money. And I just want you to respect me as such, as
Yep.
an equal partner, as someone,
Yep.
if you begin to treat me like I'm dispensable, oh, we'll see about that.
And,
Maybe I
and
am.
and let's get down to the nitty gritty of that. One second. Ron said, "People will never appreciate us the way we want or thinking they should. I went through this for years. My mother had to check me on that. So yeah. Um, so it's pointing people never appreciate us the way that we want them to or the way that we think that they should. That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
Now, on the flip side of it, let's broaden this conversation out because obviously y'all know we married, so I know exactly where this line of conversation goes, and you know you always have to be appreciative of um, where you have come from. I don't think that we spend enough time in the black culture. Um, we start to kind of like rise up a little bit, but we never look back. Now, you shouldn't be looking back like, with your past sins and all of that stuff, to a certain extent. Because even with me, I told y'all I've been to the joint, I done time, I done, did some awful things. Now, I do look back at those things so that I can stay focused on the goal. People that have not been in the situation where I have been in, then you should still look back at where you came from and how you got there. Because that's where the appreciation comes in that with individuals as a whole. You know, you get to this certain point and you feel like high and mighty that you done made it. But then your life starts to kind of like fall apart in the midst of it. You don't know, why things keep happening to you. Life is only gonna let you succeed to a certain point if there's no appreciation in there.
Absolutely.
So when you let's just say, like there's I will always respect this guy. He um, Mr. Floyd of Atlanta, Georgia. Now, this man, he put up a house for me to get out of jail when I was in Georgia. This man didn't even know me. Whenever I look back at my life, I always have to give him respect when it came to that. No matter if I would have still got, the time that I got, if I would have, I don't know how different my life might have been if I would have just continued to stay in jail during those months. But I always have to pay it forward to him, because he played an instrumental part in me getting where I am. When I came home, my aunt and my
Yeah.
cousin, they took me in. And true enough, like I was talking about earlier, there is a point in time where there is an exchange, you know. But we had a clear understanding about the exchange. Hey, look, you need someplace to stay. We need help because we're sick, So okay, we exchange the services here. But I think that they probably could have gotten somebody to help take care of them, whereas I was kind of like not having no place to stay. So in my life, I'm always, both of them have passed away, but I'm always respectful of their memory because of what they did to help me excel to the place that I am now. Even now, you know, um, Nikki included. If it wasn't for Candace, a lot of things that have happened, transpired in my life, a lot of growth that I've experienced, I would not have experienced if it wasn't for her. Because I have to acknowledge the fact that she put me in the middle of her circle with her friends and her family who were on track doing great things. I didn't have that before. So to be around when I first met Nikki, or not first met her, but when we started kind of getting cool, they was making vision boards, and I think I told you all about this before. But I I didn't know shit about no motherfucking vision boards. They up there like, yeah, you get your little shits, and get your markers, and this is what you do, and I don't even
Remember
know
we
what
had
a
it at the house?
yeah. I don't even know
Val
what
was
the
there.
first. I don't even know what the first vision board
You
was.
mentioning names.
Wait, what she
Val.
say?
This bitch calling out names.
Who was that?
Val.
Val.
Oh,
Listen, at the house that Will
shout
bought
out to
me.
Val
And Will. Shout Will out there.
Will. Yes.
and Sharika.
Y'all stupid. And Sharika. And Sharika.
We done.
I hate it.
Look how far we all have come.
Yeah, but I don't even know what that first vision board was or is, I should say. And so when they came back the next year, they like, yeah, so this is what I hit on my vision board from last year, blah blah blah. They asking me like, so
This is what
did
I
you do
did.
any of your shit? I'm like, shit, I don't know where that shit at. You know what I'm
You
saying?
never put it up.
No, I think I probably threw it in the garbage as soon as I left. But
Immediately. Yeah.
yeah, and so was my life that year in the garbage. So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I always give homage and respect to Candace and her people that she brought into my life because they taught me. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just her. Like down my throat, like, oh, you need to do a vision board, vision board, vision board, goals, 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 goals. It was the collective effort of people that was actually doing something with their lives and people whose goals were manifesting in their lives because of things that they had put on pen and paper.
Mm-hmm.
There's a
Write
scripture
the
in the Bible
vision. We
that
did.
says, "Where there is no vision, the people perish." So they
Yeah.
wrote, and it said, "Make the vision."
Write the vision and make it plain.
Yeah, so that the people can understand.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
with that in mind, my whole point in that whole story is that no matter where you go, if you know that you came, if you know that you walked through the doors, and I'll just go ahead and keep it real right now. If you walked through the doors of
What else
Hairshop
we been
Beauty
doing?
Lounge, and you was nobody, you was nobody's assistant, you was nobody's stylist. Come on, keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? This lady right here, this woman, helped you to progress. She helped people to grow that left. They experienced growth and then they left. They, got their own, they left. And there's nothing wrong with growth. Let's not I don't want to confuse that at all for 1 second. There's nothing wrong with growth. But and no matter
Absolutely.
what industry that you're in, there's a way to do everything. I mentioned last week about my son and how he left. He just hopped in his car that we brought him and decided he was gonna move to fucking Arizona. Okay, I raised you to eventually leave this motherfucker.
Yes.
That
absolutely.
is not the problem, sir. It's how you left.
Yep, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You becoming successful in whatever business is not about you becoming successful And it sure isn't about me being jealous of you. It's about the way that you handle yourself as a person after you didn't gain a little bit of success.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's not get people, black people, 2021. Please, let's not get these fucking PPP loans. Get your head fucked up. They're just
temporary money.
loans.
I know people who have.
Listen.
Wait.
Okay.
And some of you are still going to be in the same fucking boat later because you had no business, and they're going to want their money back.
You talking about the same boat? No, they gonna be in a different boat,
Yeah,
probably with
because now you
handcuffs or some shit.
boat.
yeah, because now you know they didn't
Low
trick
key,
your ass.
listen.
Let me tell
put
y'all
my
something.
insurance
And you
hat
better
on
not
real
get nothing
fast.
in your name because they taking all that shit. They putting liens, levies, everything on
Listen,
everything that you think
let
you
me
got to
let me
get
put my
or got. They taking it.
Well, they
let me
already
put
know
my
they ain't got shit, but
insurance
let me
hat
put
on.
y'all up on game real quick. They, for all of you that were on Link and
Child care initiative as well.
and you canceled it because you was like, oh, I got 50 grand.
No, they canceled you.
Well,
because they count as income.
Yeah. That was their whole purpose.
You
forgot that
because they trying to let that
They
go.
trying to get rid of it.
Yeah, you forgot that this movement happened during the Republican administration.
Low key, I feel like they won't give me no more money because I wasn't on that shit. I'm like, oh,
hello.
Oh, y'all ain't got nobody to kick off the system, so y'all like you don't need it. Bye.
Yeah,
okay,
like how about
fine.
you don't need it? I'm not gonna give it to you, type of thing. Like I do need it. I have a legitimate business that was closed. Like we need it. Us businesses need it.
Yeah.
But
listen, let me tell you. Let me put on my insurance hat. I have had plenty of speeches when they called me to get that insurance for it, and business. I say, what am I insuring?
Yes.
How much? Oh, the loan is how much? Okay, so I got to do 80% of that. So that's $80,000. What am I insuring?
Yeah.
And they start naming shit. Is this 80,000? Here's the deal. First of all, you about to buy some insurance for something that you don't even own, so you're wasting your money. But you're doing it to get this money,
right?
But I said, now what you don't realize is that you're teetering on insurance fraud.
Yeah.
So you sure? Are you sure?
Let's talk about how I have people in my field that have reached out to me about asking, can they use my receipts for the things that I have purchased as far as equipment and stations and things like that. No,
Get away from my life. Go. Stop this conversation. Cut the tape. I'm not doing this with these niggers. ERS.
I'm doing it because
I'm not doing this with these niggers.
Like, where's my cut?
Get out of here.
You want my receipts, but I'm gonna need to. Where's my money? You know what I'm saying? Like, no.
Like you didn't even work in this shop
when she bought her house. Did they give her a receipt?
I got people that used to work for me that don't work for me anymore wanted me to issue them out 1099s. Like, you don't realize how this works. No.
That's all to get locked up. Like, who gonna put something on your books, boo?
No.
Going to jail with this
shit
fuck
on nobody books. Fuck their books.
I do enough fuck shit in my own life. Than to be signing up for yours. I tell you that. I tell you that.
And then you don't want to give me no recognition for where I brought you at in life.
And then Candace goes back to that. Bitch.
Maybe if you would have gave me recognition,
I might be fucking with you, huh?
Right, or you would have listened better. You would have known that you should have put yourself on a payroll with ADP or something or somebody and gave yourself at least minimum wage, and then you will be okay right now. But no, you don't want to listen to me. You want to do your own thing. Then you don't want to give me no recognition for the shit I did teach you. Like, no, I'm not doing it. Not getting it, not doing it. You're not here no more.
You giving a whole lot of but you giving a whole lot of extra reasons, but still no. Like at the end of the fucking day,
no.
I'm not about to fuck up my livelihood for your fuck shit.
Yeah.
That's just as simple as that for me. I don't do fuck shit. If I'm doing fuck shit, it's because of my fuck shit. I promise you that. I'm not gonna you're not taking me down, bro. Because guess what? You wouldn't do it for me. I promise you wouldn't. That's what I know for sure. That you ain't got nothing on it. Even when people say stuff to me now about what I do in my business and da, 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 and all I can say is, listen, if you ain't supporting me, if you ain't sent me a customer, a client, you ain't sharing my shit, if you ain't doing like if you're not hitting the 5 pillars of a supportive friend, please don't give me no negative feedback about your shit because you ain't fucking with me. You throwing it out there like you fucking with me. That's what you
Right.
trying to do. You trying to act like you care, but you really don't.
Right.
You don't care. You just was waiting on a moment to say something to me about something. You know what I'm saying? And I don't receive it from you because you.
And I'm gonna
That's
tell
just
people
that.
now. I'm gonna tell a lot of y'all now. You know, I'm about to stop hanging out with y'all. If if
Yeah.
we're
You ain't
in,
got your own 1099. Fuck y'all.
no, I'm not only that, but if I can't benefit off of you as you could benefit off of me, I'm
In
done
other words, if
hanging
y'all ain't on the
out.
same level.
I'm done. Yeah, level and beyond me. I need you either there or past me. I can't continue hanging out with you and keep giving you information on how you can get to my level. You know, because that's holding me back from where I need to be talking to
Oh,
somebody to get me to the next level. You
okay, I
know,
see.
so I'm not acting
You know,
funny.
I arrived to that conclusion about 6 months ago, though. Sis.
Yeah,
I concluded that,
yeah.
like,
I
yeah,
have
everybody ain't that's that,
no, and
and
I
that's okay.
love y'all peoples, and I've given all what I can give. I feel like I've given back 15 years of my profession. I've given with teaching. I've taught. I've taken people to different levels.
But here's the
Unfortunately, I'm
thing,
sorry.
no. But here's how I feel, cause you know, my nieces. I'm sorry, he keeps doing that. I am a loser. So my niece, best friend, she works with me, right? And
Okay.
so we gravitated because I feel like she is humble and that she does listen, and she's very strong in areas that I need to. But as a whole, like I don't mind giving back still. It's
Right.
just I'm very picky and choosy of who
Absolutely.
I pour that into.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So I ain't saying that there's no one, but it's like when it
You got to
comes
be
to
selective. You're
you
selective.
got to be very selective. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
I'm
and
selective.
that's
I'm
me.
selective. I could say that I'm selective.
And that's what I was talking about earlier. Like, you have to just learn who. It's just like when you go, like I don't come to your office looking to buy anything else but insurance. Well, maybe one more
Or
thing.
Right. Right.
don't
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah.
No.
Lick it.
Right. But
Yeah.
um you just gotta know what people when somebody comes into your life, you gotta do enough examining to find out exactly why they're there. See, because if I know why you're here and you do what you do, then I'm not offended when you do it. See, we get offended with stuff because we don't be prepared. We be thinking that this shit all good with them. Like, but again, back to the topic, crab in the bucket. The crab is just looking for something to lynch onto. You know, you gotta know what that thing is, and if you're willing to give them what they're looking for. So if I meet you, Nikki, for the first time, and you see that, hey, he really just want discounted lit kit, accessories. He buy a lot of my shit though. Am I willing to do that for him? So when I start asking you for fucking discounts, you already know. That's what I was on from the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want nothing else, but I'm just looking for somebody to give me a discount on some shit because I buy a whole lot of shit. You know, if I come into your life and I know, hey, look, man, I don't be having nobody to go out with. I need some friends, or a friend. You know, I don't really have much drama in my life, but I do like to go out. I know you married, blah, 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 but, hey, I want somebody to go out with. You have to learn and study people and what their intentions are. If you learn what their intentions are, then you won't have a problem when they do what they do, because this is what they ask. Most people tried to show you who the fuck they was from day one.
Yes. Yes.
Hey
But
guys,
see,
hey
let
guys,
me,
we're
but
Yes.
we're
let,
we're
let
on
me
a
let me
live
get this.
pickup.
Let me get
I'm
this.
listening.
People show they be showing you who they are from day one. However, in the weakness of sometimes of who we are as people, naturally as black people, we try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. We be, they don't seem like they. First off, listen to your first mind. Second off, listen to the people that surround you. The people that surround you, they're looking from the outside in at the situation. If they telling you, hey, I don't know about this person, they seem like they blah blah blah, give it some thought. Especially if these are people that has been in your life for a while. You know, know your place in everybody's life. That way, you're not disappointed. If it's somebody that really never hit any good for you, and you feel like, hey, they didn't pulled you back down in the barrel, know that they
Cheetah.
already was like that anyway. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? And also know how to strategize.
Mm-mm.
Wait,
She's making a sale.
you
A delivery, they picked up. I know I'm back in it. I'm involved. I'm listening.
okay.
Continue.
So know, what your
Listen, don't
place,
fucking stop, okay?
know your place in their life, and then know, what you're going to, what you're capable of putting up with, and what you're not. You know, that way you're not disappointed. I don't get disappointed in people because I meet them exactly where they are. When they show me, I heard my grandmother say to one of my cousins when I was real young, like, hey, you could stand outside that window and bark with that cat suit on all you want to. I know you a dog.
Mm. Mm.
Mm,
you
Use a
know,
there
dog.
we go.
I'll use a dog.
yeah. It don't matter about the cat suit you got on, motherfucker.
Yep.
You can put on whatever costume that you want. But I already know who you are. Know who these people are, and once you know who they are, and if you decide, because let's just say I'm okay with being friends with a thief. Cool. I know you're a thief. You know, I just know I need to put up my good shit when you come around.
Why?
Now, if
Why they gotta come?
they might be a real good friend,
But they a thief.
yeah.
Okay.
But see, that's my again. I'm speaking of if I choose to fuck with you.
Okay.
So if you
They
still
may steal
choose,
from you. Think they still steal from you?
they see that's the problem right there.
Because you
Okay.
know what they are. They told
See,
you.
you don't ever think that you are more important than the people that they done already
Stole
fucked
from.
over.
Okay.
If my friend is a thief, I'm not for one
Mm.
second gonna think that they not gonna steal from me because this my motherfucking homeboy.
Right.
No,
Right.
nigga, I'm
Listen,
next in
I
line
saw
and
this
I know
post.
that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Man, listen,
That's a
I saw this
problem.
post.
Yeah, that's a problem that we think that we didn't develop such an awesome relationship with this
That they
person
won't do
that they ain't gonna do us like that.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
this is
definitely
who they are.
again a
This is
person
what they
guilty
do.
of that.
You sell insurance, you do hair. Don't think for one second you about to go around Candace with your hair fucked up and she not gonna say, girl, let me fix that. Don't think that you
Yeah.
about to go around Nikki for one second and your cousin died and y'all couldn't cover it, and the next month she ain't gonna come to you like, hey, let's
Hello.
not let that happen
Yeah,
again. This is what
I
they
am.
do. This is who they are. You have to meet people where they are. If if my friend is a thief, I'm not gonna be so naive to think that this nigga not gonna steal from me. When I go pick him
Because they
up, I'm
are.
emptying everything out of my car. If I choose to kick it with him, I'm taking everything out. I might even take my dashboard out. Hey, bro, we got a
And
radio?
low key.
Nah, nigga, I heard you be stealing radios.
So this is my question. This is my question then. So why do we choose to hang with those people then? Why we call them our friends?
It's so much work.
Because there's a See, again, it's only work when you try to take the relationship further than where it needs to be. See, just like that person, again, remember what I told you in the beginning. Everybody serves a purpose for a time and the season, right? So maybe the thief can get the kids to school while you at work. You know what I'm saying? The thief might be a good babysitter.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Hey, I'm going to use the thief for what I need him or her for.
Okay.
But that's it. Just like
See, it's hard for me to go there though, because for me it's like, why can't I find a person that ain't a thief who could do all that shit too? Like, why am I fucking with you? Or let's say this. I get that maybe I am dealing with the person, but do I need to deal with the person where they think I'm a friend? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it ain't just a business transaction in. Because some people,
but see, you do this.
I don't know. I had a client. Let me tell you this. I got a client, right, that I referred, and my accountant called me because I refer a lot of people to my accountant because he's a good. And so I referred this, the last guy I dated to him too. So he didn't know who was who. Okay. So he called me and said, listen, such and such. I said, yeah. He was like, y'all cool. Like, he was like basically saying, is this the guy who you was dating? And I was like, nah, that ain't him. But that's that anyway. Like, nobody is tied to me no more. They're just your clients. Okay. And so
What'd you
he's
say his
like,
name was?
Stupid, I ain't say it. And so the guy's like, well, because I'm going to tell him he can't come back in here no more because he said something derogatory to one of my employees about them, something racial. And so I was like, okay, like that's do you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's your business. And so it's like those people aren't, you know what I'm trying to say? It's like he chose to not deal with the person no more because of who, like you said, the beginning of the show, your sentiments to everybody, he totally let that go. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I'm just not dealing with this person no more based on his views. But like for me, it's like I don't consider him a friend anyway. He's a client. You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
Oh shit.
Did we freeze?
Yep.
She froze.
Okay. Your Wi-Fi went out.
Okay.
Well, this is the thing, and hopefully
I'm here.
Okay, there you go. So look, check this out. All the friends that you have, like you said, that's so hard for you to do, for you to be selective about, hey, why can't I just find a friend that can do this? When you really
or just not fuck with them.
Right. But see, the scenario that I gave you, you're already doing with the friends that you have. All of your friends aren't just your fucking friends because you just love the fucking shit out of them. There is some things that some of these friends have, some qualities that some have that some don't. That's the reason why you can call Tina about your husband slapped the shit out you. You'll call Tina and you won't call the rest of them motherfuckers. Because Tina is more understanding than the rest of them. It's a reason why you go to every particular friend for whatever. It's just like that example that I think it was some more that said they gave the example about the men years ago. Like you need a man that fix cars, you need a man that can cook. That's how your friends are. You're not gonna tell me that all of your friends are in the same bracket, that all of them have the same skill set for friends, and they have the same understanding, and that you can call any of them and talk about anything on the same level as all of them.
That's true.
That's where I want to be, though.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
That's where I want to be, though.
That's where you want to be, but that's not life. That is not life.
What I'm trying to say is, I think that that's why people. No, but I think that that's why people's circles get smaller. You understand?
Well, for one, let me backtrack you on this shit real quick. See, women, you all have a false sense of fucking security about these fucking friends anyway. You all always think that you have a big group of fucking friends. When I met Candace, she was like, "Oh, I got a lot of friends." I was like, "No, you don't." Because in life, you're only going to really have one.
I never said I had a lot of friends.
I thought you told me you had a lot of friends.
No, I don't have a lot of friends.
When we first started.
Have you ever seen me with a lot of friends?
See, this is where I think the mistake comes in.
Associates. You see me with a lot of clients, but you never see me with a lot of friends.
Okay.
And that's where I think people get it confused, because people have asked me that too. Like, do you just make new friends? And I'm like, I'm very clear about who my friends are and who ain't. See, what it is that we're in business. The two of us, me and Candace, are in business and have always been in business since I've known her, right? And since she's known me. So how we gotta move is a little different. We don't have the luxury of being like a regular person where we just cut somebody off, don't talk to somebody.
Right.
We gotta be friendly. We gotta be affable. We gotta network. Right. We gotta go places. And then people like us.
Yeah.
They want to feel like they're liked by us. So we move how business people move who are in the public. Now, there are some women or men, I'm sure, whomever, business people who don't necessarily have to move like that. Maybe it's because the kind of business they have. If your business is not built on having a personal relationship with people, you can be as antisocial as you like.
You can do what you do.
You could curse people out. You could be an asshole. You could be whatever. But when you're dealing with people who will do petty shit, like, I will take all my policies from you, I'll never come get my hair done no more.
Or put you on blast on Yelp or Google, or goddamn it, call Stay Bored on your ass, or call
all of these things.
All that bullshit,
So when you deal with that, you move different. And so I think that people assume that we are like stupid and out here just thinking everybody our fucking friend, but in reality,
we're friendly.
Nigga, we don't.
We're just friendly.
We have this
I can
going
accept
on.
That.
You got to.
Yeah, I've never even said I had a lot of friends. You don't even see a lot of people even come over to my home. Like, I don't, we may have a gathering and I would invite close people over, but no, you never heard me say I have a lot of friends.
Okay. I stand
so
to be corrected, world.
Yeah, and I think that
he probably thought I had a lot of friends. I had a lot of people around.
No, I never.
And you had a lot of women around.
Has a lot of friends because I know better. Okay. I know in a lifetime you only really have one, and if you're lucky, two really good friends. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
And see, I think that maybe because I know for myself, the word friend has become a deeper meaning over the years.
Yeah.
Where, you understand? Because maybe beforehand it was like, even though I knew that there was like a level to the shit, I knew that you were still on level 2. But I considered level 2 people friends at the time. You understand? So it wasn't like I wasn't clear that you wasn't a level 7 person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just that level 2s were acceptable because there was some level 1 and level 0 niggas out here. You know what I'm saying? And you was cool at 2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
it's all according to your growth and where you are in life at the time. You know what I'm saying? We're all, hopefully we're all growing, as time is going on, and so it all plays to how your growth is set up. And when you begin to grow as a person, and in your life, then things that you have, that friends that you have, business relationships that you have, you're not even wearing the same shoes, that you wore 2, 3 years ago, because you're like, I don't want to wear them shits no more, Last year, I felt like, for my birthday, I called Nikki up like, yeah, nigga, hey, I just went on here and got me some leather seats in my truck because I just felt like after
You
40,
did.
I shouldn't be sitting in no cloth seats.
You did say that. You
you
said
know,
that shit.
it's growth. It's where you putting yourself out in life, and as you put
Yeah.
yourself in on different places, then yeah, your friend circle is going to change because if everybody is evolving at the same time, then of course it's going to be like a gear inside of a piece of machine. Everything is going to start to bump and intertwine, and it's just everybody finding out where they fit at in the scheme of things. You know what I'm saying? They
Mhm.
don't necessarily have to be outside of your life, but maybe this big wheel that you have that's turning, the smaller people have moved to the back. They're not trying to get that change. And that's okay too, because I know some people personally that don't care nothing about money. You know what I'm saying? They ain't trying to you know, extra money. They're content right where they are. And that don't mean that I don't need to be friends with them no more. Maybe I can learn some humility points from them, or maybe not.
Right.
Right.
But hey, if they good peoples, I'm gonna stick around them. Hey, just because you don't want to, I'm not trying to be working. I just want to be honest with y'all. I really just want to open a cigar lounge and talk to y'all on shit like this on my podcast and just smoke and drink all
Speaking
night.
of cigars, though, can I
Yeah,
distribute cigars for you? Okay.
no doubt.
How about that?
Okay, look at us
Let me
making
add that to the lick kit.
business moves.
Right.
For sure.
I got some accessories for you that I can. We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about
Yeah.
it.
Like, for real, for real.
Yeah. So, this was a good conversation. I think that this needed to be heard. Definitely going to boost it out there. For those of you who
A little
follow,
therapy for Candace.
right?
She got some shit off her chest. Bitches.
Right.
Say it. Fuck them, sis. Fuck them.
I'm not gonna call them no bitches, but
But
y'all
I am
some unstable
unstable
creatures.
creatures.
Listen, bitches.
Hey,
That's
but check
sometimes
it
that's
out.
all you got.
If you're,
Woo! Yes, we definitely gonna talk about men being some unstable creatures
oh, oh,
because it's needed. They have some unstable creatures out here, and
that is true.
yes,
Niggas be a little too many in their emotions. They be right on the borderline of being
yes,
hoes.
Bitches.
But hey, if you're watching this and you're one of Nidra friends and you wanna, you like this shit, you like, man, I like them motherfuckers. I could do that. Hey, let her know. Let us know. However, it don't make a difference. We do this shit every Saturday. Um, I'm glad that I got a chance to do this. The weather was fucked up, so originally we were supposed to, did it at the salon, but this opened up another avenue for us. So
even people that's out the state.
yeah, because that is something that I've been wanting to do. If you know people out the state that are black business owners, hey, let me know. I'm all about the shout out, all about the promotion. I don't charge anything to advertise your business on my podcast. Um, that's my give back to the community. So if you have a business and you need, a little promotion, a lot of times um, in order to promote my own business, I pay to, have it boosted, on Facebook. So in turn, I'm helping you out as well. So if you need your business advertised, let me know. Let Nidra know. You know, whoever, however you saw this. You know, because some people wind up seeing it from friends of friends of friends. Um, but yeah, let us know. We're gonna wrap this thing up. I do want to give. I try to give some accolades to the people that's already been on the show. So one of the people, one of Candace's other clients, Tasha. Check her out. She's cooking over at Copper Steel in Homewood, Illinois.
She's with Promise.
Oh, I should go there and eat. Let's
said
go
they
there,
got a
guys.
live band tonight, I think.
Let's go.
We thinking about doing a wild here. You know, we further north.
It's too much rain to go that far.
No, actually, the rain is your area. Rain is not this area. You have flooding out there.
I don't say let's go places often. Say that, friends.
True.
When have I ever said it? When?
That's true. How's it looking?
I don't know.
There?
It's clear right now. Let me check my roof.
Yeah.
Right. Check that motherfucker first before we talk about going somewhere.
Listen, I need to have all the fun I can right now because clearly my fucking roof's about to cave in. No.
Right. So
well, it's just up the street for me.
And wrapping up, if you didn't catch the first part of the podcast, we do stream this on iHeartRadio, Pandora, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts should be coming soon. I'm just waiting on some paperwork to come through with it, but we'll have it up soon. So we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Even if you didn't tune in for the live and you listen to this on whatever platform, hey, I appreciate you. Thank you, Nikki, for coming on out. For staying at your house and coming out.
Absolutely.
You know, you can come back anytime. You know.
I want to come back and I want to bring the lick kit.
Yes. Yeah, and if you want to come back
in person,
and do a little, have somebody with you or a few people with you, we cool with that too. You know, you let me know ahead of time. I can set up some equipment over there so we can, everything will be copacetic.
You know what? On July 24th, I'll tell you both because you both were part of Goddess Getaways when we was doing that over the summer. So we're doing like we're doing an anniversary pop-up on the 24th at the house. So maybe y'all could come set up.
Sounds good. And do it live there. Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds
good. We still got the yard signs and shit. We about to let's go. Let's culminate this whole experience.
Yeah. You know, we with the
of what the pandemic birthed for us.
Right.
Yeah. Hey,
and this is why the pandemic. Man, and I'll say this because this is why we can't even focus on that bullshit. Because at the end of the day, God got us. He's still leading us. He's still guiding us. He's still presenting us with opportunities, and the right people gonna continue to support, and the right people are gonna continue to gather together and do great shit.
Absolutely.
So, fuck the other people. You understand what I'm saying? Like, for real, you can't be caught up in their mindsets. You can't be caught up in why they acting like this, because they acting like that because that's who they are.
Mm-hmm.
That's it's not flesh and blood. It's principles and spirits we fighting against. You know what I'm saying? And they being used on the other people's team, and ain't nothing we can do about that. But accept it as the part of our path. How we gonna navigate it? How we gonna still love them in spite of their ugliness, in spite of who they ended up being? You know what I'm saying? And once we do what we know we supposed to do with it, we gonna get even more blessed. So just keep moving, you know?
Sounds good.
No doubt.
We going over the top.
Hey, all the way.
Over the top.
All right. Thank y'all for tuning in. We're going to catch y'all later. Y'all have a safe weekend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Be safe.
Hip hop and jazz.
Y'all.
Yeah, yeah, hip hop and jazz. Yeah, what? Jazz, hip hop, bond like fusion. Slow grooving sounds that get the crowd moving. So for your amusement, we come to play a little Kenny G, a little Miles D, a little Sade. I get busy when I listen to Dizzy, and relax when I hear Coltrane on sax. In fact, I feel my loneliness with keys from Thelonious Monk anytime, day or night, week or month. So don't try to front like it's something you don't want. It's jazz music, y'all. Yeah, it's jazz music.
I can play this groove here all night long, cause it makes me wanna move my feet. I really love my jazz when it's played with the hip hop beat.
Hip hop and jazz.
The rhythm's got me moving, grooving, all up in this song.
Hip hop and jazz, what?
Add a little hip hop flavor,
Jazz
makes me wanna listen to it all night long.